And it was irritating me, so I turned the chair around, and this way I don't have to hold up my own body, which is quite nice. So I said we were going to do songs and stories and silliness. So, right? So I wanted to share something with you that I've never shared in another show before, and this is a true story, and I have somebody here to prove it for me. I'm going to tell you something about me that's the honest to God's truth. I have a little bit below average blood pressure. And that's a good thing in a sense, right? But if I laugh too hard, I pass out. It's the truth. It's the honest to God's truth, and it happened to me as I was driving. So the number one rule when you drive with Tony, and I'm driving, is you don't make me laugh. And I make myself laugh a lot. I do, especially when I'm driving. So there's times, and Scotty knows this, I have to pull over. Just in case, I have to put it in park, just to make sure, just because it's happened to me once before, and my friend and I were driving, and we were on US 95, we were getting off on Durango, and as we were getting off on Durango, my friend, who was in the passenger seat, burped and blew it my way as I was driving. And thought that was the funniest damn thing he had ever done. So as we're getting on the off-ramp to Durango, we're sitting there laughing hysterically, and I felt a sneeze coming on. So as I sneezed, I went, and I spit it all over him. And we couldn't stop laughing. I know that you're eating, but this is a funny story. So now we can't stop laughing, and it's time for me to make a left-hand turn from US 95 off-ramp to Durango. I laughed so hard, I had no idea that I passed out. So as I turned the wheel to make that left-hand turn, I throw my head back, and I'm laughing, but I'm passed out. So my friend doesn't realize that there's something wrong because we're laughing so hard until we hit the median. And then he realizes I'm not coming to. And I take the car, and my foot is still on the accelerator. And we go over the median into oncoming traffic. And he takes my leg off the accelerator, thinking I had an attack of some sort. So I wake up like, have you ever taken one of those naps in the afternoon and you wake up and you go, what the hell? What day is this? What the hell? That's exactly what happened. I woke up and went, who the hell is playing with my leg? What are you doing? And then I realized that there's oncoming traffic coming. And I stopped the car, we stopped the car, we're facing the opposite direction, we're up against the curb. And he said, you passed out. I said, how did I pass out? He said, I don't know. And he said, but that was scary as hell. So we get out of the car, and we're standing there on the side of the road as the car is facing the opposite direction. And I said, well, let's go have lunch. And you know what he said to me? He said, do you want to drive? As God is my witness, I said, no! I want to know what the hell happened to me. So I didn't do anything. We went to lunch, we didn't worry about it. I didn't think about it. I don't know if I think I told Scott. And this was like, I don't know, 20 years ago. And so I just kind of left it alone. And then we were performing in Laughlin, the resort world of the world. We were, I love Laughlin. If I was a rock, I would love Laughlin. And so we're performing in Laughlin, and we go to Laughlin, and we have a night off. We have a dark night, and so we go to the movies. I'll never forget this because it was Dreamgirls, the movie. And I'm pointing and looking at Clint Holmes because he was in the movie. And so they believe me. Anyway. So we go to the movie, and they're having this special. Like for $25, you can have a hot dog, a piece of pizza, nachos, fries, gumdrops, you name it. $25 in each, and popcorn. And each of us got this huge thing. And we're coming down the aisle, and we decided we're going to sit in the front row because it really wasn't that close to the screen. So we sit down, and as we go to sit down, my hands are full. I got a drink, I got a 5-gallon Diet Coke, I got a big barrel of popcorn, hot dogs, you name it. I got relish, I got onions, I got everything on, nachos. And as I go to sit down, you know how you have to squeeze your butt through that lip because the seat is sitting up, and then you have to push it down? I did that, and when I went down, I broke the damn chair. So I went right to the ground. And we start laughing. And the next thing I know, I go like this, I go. What the? Where's my hot dog? Where's my... I was sitting on it. Truth. Filled with mustard and ketchup and onions and relish and everything else. So he says to me, he says, you really should go to the doctor. So I did. But that night, later on, we went to go see a lounge band in one of the hotels. And later that night, we're sitting there watching the band, and we saw the movie, ate, whatever. Oh, by the way, they gave me a refill on everything, so I said, it was nice. So we go to this lounge band, and as we're sitting there, I got my legs kind of crossed. And I kept going, what is that smell? And my friend goes, what are you talking about? I said, do you smell it? I said, because that's a bar. All bars smell like that. And I don't drink. I've never drank, right? So I go, yeah, you're probably right. It must be the bar. Must be the bar. And I kept going, this is pungent. This is powerful. This is vinegary. What the hell is that smell? And so he's like, I don't smell it. I'm like, damn it. Something's not right. So I crossed my legs, and men, we kind of put our hands, kind of in our lap. And as I put my hand in my lap, I went, something's moist down here. And as God is my witness, I went like this, and I went, he goes, what's wrong? Oh, look at my hand! It was covered in ketchup and relish and... Well, I had sat on the hot dog. I sat on everything. And nachos. I sat on the nacho cheese. I sat on everything. So we ended up going back to the hotel room, and I had to wash my pants out. And I did end up seeing a doctor, and he said you have just below average blood pressure. So if you do laugh too hard, you're going to pass out. So now I have to be careful when I laugh, because I may pass out. So if I start laughing really hard around any of you, if I was you, I'd get the hell out of the way. True story.